So I just got off a coaching call with my student Tommy, who hit a record month of $8,000 in a single month doing high ticket sales. Now, most people, when they would do something like this, they would be celebrating, they'd be on top of the world. But him and I had a conversation around the mindset shift that will allow him to separate himself from everybody else that's trying to make money online. Now, if you're somebody that wants to make money online yourself, you absolutely need to understand this mindset shift. And we're going to cover this in this video, because if you don't, you're just going to be like 90% of people who try to make money online who end up making a little bit, but then they just end up plateauing at that first level of success. Now, just for some backstory, Tommy started working with me a good amount of time ago. He came to me as a complete beginner after working at a deli and not deciding to go down the college route because he didn't think it was meant for him. He started looking into ways to make money online, and he ended up doing that for about 6 months. He was analyzing different business models, different gurus, and when he found my YouTube channel, he's like, all right, this sounds like the right fit. I'm going to start working with Trevor, learning how to do high ticket sales. And after working with him, we got him to the point where he was making anywhere from 7 to 8K per month doing high ticket sales in some of his record months. Like you were probably in the range of like 7 or 8K per month. We got to get back there and then we got to hit 10.
Yeah,
Didn't you say you wanted to hit 10K per month by 2026?
I did.
Are you going to do it or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
All right, let's see it. Let's do it. Now, here's what caught my attention on the call, because instead of being satisfied at that level, Tommy started asking me about how he could get to the next level. Making 7 to 8K per month is really nothing too crazy, but it's quite good income for somebody that's young, and being able to do it totally from home is quite nice. He's able to set his own hours, he's able to work from wherever he wants in the world, but he was still hungry, and this is what we talked about. Like, look, here's the thing. Like you can sit here and you can contemplate, like, should I do this? Should I do that? And like
Just do
there's
something.
some just to that, right? Like it's smart to do that in certain situations. But at a certain point, you just need to start doing shit and you just kind of let
Yeah,
the chips fall where they land.
yeah.
Like
That's kind of how I've gotten to this point in the first place. So
yeah. Yeah. Okay, but let's start to think like we're broke and we have no money.
okay,
I want you to think outside of the box. Like you got to make shit work, because like job opportunities is good, but like if you have time in your day, outreach is still a good idea.
yeah.
Um, I mean, other resources and other connections that you possibly have, that's also a good idea. Just
Hmm.
seeing what you can do with that. Now, if you compare this to most people when they start to make money online, they start to get a little bit of progress or a little bit of momentum in a certain business model and maybe even make some money. But once they hit their first like 1K or 2K or even 3K, 5K per month, they end up celebrating that and putting that on a pedestal. They think that after they've hit this result that they've made it, and then what ends up happening is that they get comfortable and they stop pushing. And this is the trap that most people fall into when they get on their journey of trying to make 10K per month online. They get somewhere in between that 0 to 10K per month range, and then they get overly excited and they get too celebratory about it, and then they end up stagnating. See, what you got to understand about life is that we have standards and we have ceilings. And so for you, if you started making 5K per month, but you were over celebratory about it and you were super, super happy, then that is actually your ceiling and it's not your standard. And what that means is it's going to be very hard for you to hit 5K per month again consistently and even go beyond that because you are happy with it and you're celebrating it. And this is actually the main thing that stops most people when they start seeing a little bit of progress around making money online from actually hitting 10K per month. And ironically enough, just being transparent with you guys, I run a business that makes anywhere from 20 to 30K per month. It's the same exact thing that's stopping me from getting to the point where I'm making 50, 100K per month, is that I'm too comfortable in the range of 20 to 30K per month. The way that I'm going to start making more money is by raising my standards, raising my floor, and also raising my ceiling. And so when I had my conversation with Tommy, he started to understand that making 7, 8K per month is not the final destination. It's literally just like one step on the journey and on the track. All it really is just proof of concept. It's like level 2 or level 3 on the track of like level 100 that you can actually make more. It's just literally evidence that you can do more and you can do bigger. I promise you guys, after working with hundreds of people trying to make money online, trying to be successful, there are a lot of people that start making a little bit of money and they're super, super happy. They start making 5, 6, 7, 8K per month, but then they get comfortable at that. They stop learning, they stop pushing, they stop growing. And that 5K, 6K, 7K per month really just becomes like their ceiling instead of that being their floor. Now, the craziest part is Tommy has made businesses over $500,000 through doing his work.
You know what my biggest mistake is, man? I don't have like examples of my stuff.
Yeah, but you
Every
have
application that I
numbers.
look at, man, it's like provide like the whatever, right? I'm
You
like,
have
yeah,
numbers,
maybe I should.
and
Yeah,
that's honestly better. So like if you run into an example where somebody says like, "Hey, provide your three best DM conversations,"
Hmm.
that's like the easiest thing ever because you can just go to AI and you can just
Oh, that's right.
mock up like a really good conversation. Um, Shoot, dude, you have metrics of businesses that you've worked with in the past, and that's honestly like a bigger leverage point because you should probably do the math on this, but you can essentially figure out like how much money you've made businesses, which for you it's probably north of like 300, 400K, like somewhere in that territory.
Yeah, we were doing like 100K a month. Our best month was like 130 something.
Shit, bro, you might be close to like you might be pushing like 500, 600K. And you can go in and crush it
Yeah.
with them and you have all the results to back it. And nobody can say shit about that. And you have that now for the rest of your life too, which is obviously good. And that experience is crazy leverage in the marketplace that most people do not have. He's not like some guy that's just like asking for jobs anymore and wanting to work with people. He has proven that he has a high caliber level of talent. Now, you might be asking why I'm creating this video. And if you're just starting out and you're just first getting into the make money online space, you might think that like making 8K per month is like a dream. That's like $100,000 a year. That's amazing. If you were just starting out, what I want to preface and what I want to share with you in this video is that you should not just aim to make $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 per month, or even $8,000 per month at that. You should aim to hit a first primary goal, but then immediately after that, you should be looking for what is next. And what you need to start understanding about you actually making money online so that you can speed up the process of you finding success is that you have to treat every milestone and every win as just evidence that you can do more and you can do bigger. Again, after working with hundreds of people, helping them go down this path of going from 0 to 10K per month, the most dangerous moment on your journey isn't actually when you're broke. Because when you're broke, you literally only have one option, which is getting away from being broke. And you literally have to make it work. The most dangerous part of people's journeys is actually when they start making decent money online. When they start making 2K, 3K, 5K per month from home, working only a couple hours a day. And that's when a lot of people get comfortable and they sit in that range and they plateau for months. What I want you guys to understand watching this video right now is that you should not be most people. And this is what Tommy and I were talking about. We talked about the fact that he was making 8K per month, but we talked about the fact that he has goals to do even more. And if he wants to get to the point where he's making 10K, 20K, 30K per month, he has to elevate his standards and he has to keep chasing. And this is why I know for certain Tommy is going to succeed. It's because he sees the bigger picture. He's surrounded by people like myself, but also people in the coaching program that are making more money than him, that are making 10K, 15K, 20K, 30K, 50K per month. And so the 8K per month that he hit isn't the ceiling. It's the foundation. Look, I get it. If you're broke right now, making 8K per month, making $96,000 per year, working only a couple hours a day, totally from home, all just by typing messages, could be a dream for you. But here's what I need you to understand watching this video right now and why I'm creating this video in the first place. The same mindset that gets you to making 8K per month is the exact same thing that will get you to 20K, 50K, and even $100,000 per month. If you want to become the person that makes 8K per month, you need to start thinking and operating like the person who makes 8K per month without even trying, and that's his bad month. If you think of making 10K per month, for example, as like your dream and your goal, what you need to understand is that if you want to start making that much money, you need to get to the point where 10K per month isn't even your goal. It's literally your baseline. It's like a hygiene standard. Because if you do that, you'll make 10K per month no matter what, even on the low months. What you need to do is you need to take your goal. Let's say this is making 5K per month or 10K per month, and you need to actually take that goal and change it from it being your goal to it being your hygiene standard, the lowest that you're willing to tolerate. And when you start operating and thinking in this way, you're going to raise your standards of what you're willing to accept, and you're going to keep working and keep showing up and keep improving yourself to keep elevating your income. Hopefully you guys got some value and hopefully you guys got some good mindset shifts from this video. If you want to know how I was able to find success and make 15K per month online at 19 years old, but also how Tommy, in this example, is making money online, it is through a business model called high ticket sale. The entire idea behind doing high ticket sales as a beginner is that most people try to start a business as a complete beginner, but the reality is only about 10% of businesses actually succeed and 90% of them fail when beginners start a business. What I actually talk about and what I emphasize is that as a beginner, you actually shouldn't start a business. What you should do instead is you should do something like high ticket sales where you can make a good amount of money, you can build up your skills, you can build up your experience, and then when you have all of that, then down the line, when you're making 10K, 15K per month, you can use that capital to be able to start your own business. And you're gonna have a much higher probability of actually succeeding with something like that when you build up the initial skills, the experience, and the money that you need first. Like the roadmap that I recommend for most beginners is quite simple. You do something like high ticket sales for anywhere from 1 to 3 years. You build up your income, you build your skills, you build your experience, then you use that to start your own business. This is exactly what I did to hit 15K per month in doing high ticket sales. And now I'm actually using all of that to run my own business, which makes me anywhere from 20 to 30K per month. If you guys want my one-on-one help and my one-on-one support in going through the process of getting started in high ticket sales, I'll show you exactly how. I have tons of other videos on my channel, but if you want direct mentorship from me, I'll leave a link in the description where you can book a call with myself and you and I can talk a little bit more about what it would look like for me to actually help you. I obviously help myself, but then I was able to help people like Tommy and much more cases and much more examples that you can see on my YouTube channel. But hopefully you guys got some good value and some good insights from this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.